Yesterday, we finished reading the first section, The Field of Merit for the World, which talks about the overview of the noble disciples. Now, we are going to dive into specifically the stream entry sections. The four factors leading to stream entry. The Blessed One said to the Venerable Sariputta, Sariputta, it is said, a factor for stream entry, a factor for stream entry. What now, Sariputta, is a factor for stream entry? Association with superior persons. Venerable Sir, is a factor for stream entry. Hearing the true Dharma is a factor for stream entry. Careful attention is a factor for stream entry. Practice in accordance with the Dharma is a factor for stream entry. Good, Sariputta. It is as you say, Sariputta. It is said, the stream. What now is the stream? The Noble Eightfold Path, Venerable Sir, is the stream. There is right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. Good, Sariputta. It is as you say, Sariputta. It is said, a stream enterer. What now is a stream enterer? One who possesses this Noble Eightfold Path. Venerable Sir, it is called a stream enterer. This Venerable One of such a name and clan, good Sariputta, one who possesses this Noble Eightfold Path is a stream enterer. This Venerable One of such a name and clan, from Samyutta Nikaya 55-5. This sutta starts with factor for stream entry. The first one, association with superior persons. Okay, I will share a little bit about this. I think this is very true. Our environment, our social, the people who mingle with, does affect our own quality. There's a lot to say about this. When I was a primary school kid, there are always parents who said, don't mingle with the bad kids. At that time, I don't understand why. It's so fun to. There's fun factor to mingle with those bad kids, so to speak, bad kids. Yeah. But there is some wisdom in there, I would suppose. When we mingle with some of those, let's say, juveniles, maybe let's say, for example, like to play around or go around and come home late or maybe go smoking. And our behavior will be influenced by them. Yeah. We will also act like them. Yeah. So when I was a kid, I didn't realize that. And I simply ignored the advice of don't mingle with the so-called bad persons. Yeah. But after growing up, I realized there is a wisdom in that advice. So that's why, and even until my 20 something, my early 20, I still mingle with, let's say, not bad people, but just mostly my peers, and I rarely go out to seek out superior persons, so to speak. Someone with more wisdom, someone who has achieved a lot, and someone who is virtuous. Yeah. Until few years back, then I realized, oh, when I seek out someone with a superior wisdom, with a far more virtuous than me, then that is where I get to grow more rapidly. So I would say this factor of stream entry, association with superior persons, is, at least it rings true for me. Association with superior persons, not saying I'm a stream entry. Hearing the true Dharma is a factor for stream entry. So you might be wondering, is there a fake Dharma? There is actually a lot of fake Dharma. Yeah, so be careful. Careful attention is a factor for stream entry. Practice in accordance with the Dharma is a factor for stream entry. And then what is the stream? The Noble Eightfold Path is the stream. And subsequently, what is the stream enterer? Of course, one who possesses this Noble Eightfold Path. Okay, that's the first sutta. Sister Akim, would you like to continue?
Okay. Entering the fixed course of righteousness. Monks, the eye is impermanent, changing, undergoing alteration. The ear until the nose, the tongue, the body, the mind is impermanent, changing, undergoing alteration. One who places faith in these teachings and resolves on them, thus is called a faith follower. One who has entered the fixed course of righteousness, entered the plane of superior persons, transcended the plane of the worldlings, he is incapable of doing any deed by reason of which he might be reborn in hell, in the animal realm, or in the domain of afflicted spirits, is incapable of passing away without having realized the fruit of stream entry. One for whom these teachings are accepted just after being pondered to a sufficient degree with wisdom is called a Dharma follower. One who has entered the fixed course of righteousness, entered the plane of superior persons, transcended the plane of the worldlings. He is incapable of doing any deed by reason of which he might be reborn in hell, in the animal realm, or in the domain of afflicted spirits. He is incapable of passing away without having realized the fruit of stream entry. One who knows and sees these teachings, thus is called a stream enterer, no longer bound to the lower realm, to the lower world, fixed in destiny with enlightenment as his destination. From Samyutta Nikaya 25.1.
Thanks, Sister Akim. Let me check quickly whether I missed any footnotes. Okay, no. Okay. Footnotes number 19. Samathaniyama, the supramundane noble eightfold path. Okay, one who places faith in these teachings and resolves on them is called a faith follower. One who entered the fixed course of rightness, entered the plane of superior persons, transcended the plane of worldlings. He is incapable of doing any deed by reason of which he might be reborn in hell, in the animal realm, or in the domain of afflicted spirits. He is incapable of passing away without having realized fruit of stream entry. Footnote number 20. Contrary to the commentaries which hold that the path attainer realizes the fruit immediately after attaining the path, the Nikaya say merely that one who reaches the stage of Dharma follower or faith follower, corresponding to the commentarial notion of path attainer, will realize the fruit within this same life, but not necessarily in the next mind moment. The two positions might be reconciled if we see the path of the Dharma follower and faith follower as extended in time, but reaching its climax in an instantaneous breakthrough that is immediately followed by realization of the fruit. Okay, that's footnote number 20. Now footnote number 21. This statement makes it clear how the stream enterer differs from those on the path to stream entry. The faith follower accepts the teaching of trust with a limited degree of understanding. The Dharma follower accepts it through investigation with a greater degree of understanding. But the stream enterer has directly known and seen the teaching. Okay. Let's repeat again. The faith follower accept the teaching on trust. The Dharma follower, investigation. Stream enterer, directly know and see the teaching. Okay, so that's the second sutta. Sister Shawmei, would you like to continue?
3. The breakthrough to the Dharma. The Blessed One took up a little bit of soil in his fingernail and addressed the monks thus. Monks, what do you think? Which is more, the little bit of soil that I've taken up in my fingernail, or this great earth? Venerable Sir, the great earth is more. The little bit of soil that the Blessed One has taken up in his fingernail is trifling. It does not amount to 100th part, or 1,000th part, or 100,000 part of the great earth. So, to monks, for a noble disciple, a person accomplished in view who has made the breakthrough, the suffering that has been destroyed and eliminated is more, or that which remains is trifling. The latter does not amount to 100th part, or 1,000 part, or 100,000 part of the former mass of suffering that has been destroyed and eliminated, since there is a maximum of 7 more lives. Of such great benefit, monks, is the breakthrough to the Dharma. Of such great benefit is it to obtain the vision of the Dharma.
Thanks, Sister Shawmei. This is taken from Samyutta Nikaya 13.1. Footnote number 22. The breakthrough to the Dharma, Dhamma Vishamaya, and the gaining of the vision of the Dhamma, Dhamma Chakku Pati Lava, are synonyms, signifying the attainment of stream entry. Okay, so whenever you see this keywords, the breakthrough to the Dhamma in the sutta, then we will know this signifies stream entry. I will continue with the fourth sutta. The 4 factors of a stream enterer. Monks, a noble disciple who possesses 4 things is a stream enterer, no longer bound to the lower world, fixed in destiny, with enlightenment as his destination. What for? Here, monks, a noble disciple possesses confirmed confidence in the Buddha. Thus, the Blessed One is an Arahant, perfectly enlightened, accomplished in true knowledge and conduct, fortunate knower of the world, unsurpassed leader of persons to be tamed, teacher of devas and humans, the enlightened one, the Blessed One. He possesses confirmed confidence in the Dhamma. Thus, the Dhamma is well expounded by the Blessed One, directly visible, immediate, inviting one to come and see. And this one, if you heard the praise Ehipasiko, this one is the exact line. Inviting one to come and see. Worthy of application, to be personally experienced by the wise, he possesses confirmed confidence in the Sangha. Thus, the Sangha of the Blessed One's disciples is practicing the good way, practicing the straight way, practicing the true way, practicing the proper way. That is the 4 pairs of persons, the 8 types of individuals. This Sangha of the Blessed One's disciples is worthy of gifts, worthy of hospitality, worthy of offerings, worthy of reverential salutation, the unsurpassed field of merit for the world. He possesses the moral virtues dear to the noble ones, unbroken, untorn, unblemished, unmortal, freeing, praised by the wise, ungrasped, leading to concentration. A noble disciple monk who possesses these four things is a stream enterer, no longer bound to the lower world, fixed in destiny, with enlightenment as his destination. From Samyutta Nikaya 55-2. Buddha's number 23. Aweja Pasada. SPK, the commentary explains this as unshakable confidence gained through what has been attained, namely stream entry. So the first one, first factor, confirm confidence in the Buddha. The second factor, confirm confidence in the Dhamma. The third factor, confirm confidence in the Sangha. And the fourth factor, possesses moral virtues dear to the noble ones, leading to concentration. So that's it for the fourth sutta. And okay, Sister Aikim, would you like to read one more?
5. Better than sovereignty over the earth. Monks, although a will-turning monarch, having exercised supreme sovereignty over the four continents, with the breakup of the body after death, is reborn in a good destination, in a heavenly world, in the company of the devas of the Tawa Timsa realm, and that in the Nadana grove, accompanied by a retinue of celestial nymphs, he enjoys himself supplied and endowed with the five courts of celestial sensual pleasures. Still, as he does not possess four things, he is not freed from health, the animal realm, and the domain of afflicted spirits, not freed from the plane of miseries, the bad destinations, the lower world. Although monks, a noble disciple maintains himself by lumps of alms, food, and wears red robes. Still, as he possesses four things, he is freed from health, the animal realm, and the domain of afflicted spirits, freed from the plane of misery, the bad destination, the lower realm, and the lower world. What four things? Confidence in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, and a moral virtue dear to the noble ones and monks, between the obtaining of sovereignty over the four continents and the obtaining of the four things. The obtaining of sovereignty over the four continents is not worth a 16th part of the obtaining of the four things. From Samyutta Nikaya 55-1. Okay.
Thanks, Mr. Aikim. So imagine you're ruling four continents: Asia, America, Australia, and what else? Wait, what? Okay. Asia, America, Australia, maybe Africa, four continents. Imagine you are you own all these four continents. Here the Buddha says, even if you have sovereignty of the four continents, it does not worth a 16th part of attaining the four things. So we can see how powerful these four things is. What are the four things again? Okay, quick recap. Confirm confidence in the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha, and the moral virtues dear to the noble ones. With that, we have completed the section of stream entry. Let's do a quick recap of what we have read so far. The first sutta that we read is the 4 factors leading to stream entry: association with superior persons, hearing the true Dharma, careful attention, practice in accordance with the Dharma. Second sutta that we read, So this one is about stream enterer incapable of going to the lower realms. And the third sutta that we read, the breakthrough to the Dharma, is synonymous to the attainment of stream entry. Here, I have to point out that the Buddha used the skillful technique of the Buddha, the use of simile. Here, the Buddha pointed out the little bit of soil that the Blessed One has taken up in his fingernails does not amount to 100 parts of the great earth. Yeah. And then he pointed it back to the teaching. Yeah. Starting from something concrete. This is actually a technique pointed out in the book as well. If you want to make your idea stick, you have to start with something concrete. So the soil, the earth, we can see, we can feel, we can touch. And then the Buddha used that to point it out to the abstract concept, which is the teaching itself. Sutta number 4, the 4 factors of a stream enterer. Confirm confidence in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, and virtues dear to the noble ones. And the last sutta that we read today concludes that even if you own a vast amount of land, the 4 continents, it is not even worth a 16th part of obtaining these 4 things. Confirm confidence in the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha, and the moral virtues. Okay. With that, we have finished reading the sections of the stream entry. Any questions or comments?
Every time when it comes to the 4 stages, the 4 jhanas, then stream entry, I just totally blur. I totally just lost it.
Oh.
Because subconsciously, I think I'm not there yet. I can't even make it aspirational for myself.
Enjoying samsara too much. Stream enterer, maybe next life.
Maybe.
Yeah. In a way, that's true too. Like it's like, this is still so far away. Why do we have to care?
It's like I can't even get the basics right or good enough. It seems too far away. It's like saying I'm only struggling in university. Why am I thinking about PhD?
Yeah. That's true. That's true. In a way, it seems remote and distant, but in other ways, we can also probably learn from it. Like, oh, this PhD student has this quality and this quality. So maybe if I want to be a good university student, I can learn from this PhD student. I can have confirmed confidence, for example, in math, physics, and chemistry, so that I can learn better. Yeah. But I agree with you. Yeah? It does seem remote and distant. That's a good observation.
为相，烟消三障诸烦恼，愿得智慧真明了，普愿具障即消除，自是常行菩萨道。
Can share, Brother Haji. Till we meet again, may we be guided by the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Have a confident Tuesday ahead. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.